So hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. And today we're going to have a kind of a quick, what's going on, project update, everything, a little bit everything. So I'm still going through the footage from the stuff over at Al's. There's like 4 hours of footage on the GoPro. So lots of stuff to go through, but you guys saw the track run of the little Groms and the Habals out on Saturday. So I'll probably have more of that upcoming very soon. Am working on a few things and have been kind of side project on a few things. Before we get into that, I want to give a huge shout out to Keith. Sent over a pile of stickers and a really awesome RC Icons t-shirt. Didn't wear it because it was still sitting in the box down here waiting for this update video. So thank you very much, Keith. That is super cool. And the stickers will go on laptops, my toolboxes, and various other places. And of course, I'll wear the t-shirt proudly. So as far as what we've been working on, I have got the Porsche 956 built, the chassis, and we've got the body painted. But I have not gotten around to decals yet. So I still have to cut out all the decals and everything, but we got the inserts and the wing and the light buckets and all that stuff painted up. So this should be done fairly soon. I was hoping to get the decals cut and everything on here, but just, other things. And speaking of other things, I do want to thank everybody for the responses in the latest community post about, I just saw, viewership and comments and everything just kind of fall off. And I was making sure that it wasn't something I was doing or not doing or doing too much of, whatever. Everybody basically said, for the most part, it was just not enough time. And I understand that 110%. And spring and fall, there's always a natural decline, and then in the winter and the summer months, it picks back up. For some reason, it just went this year, so I was a little worried. But overall, I got some really good feedback otherwise. But overall, the overall comment was overall. But in general, the overall sentiment was just it's really busy. Ramping up for the holidays, working extra to pay for the holidays, and just overall just not enough time. So I understand 110%. I just want to make sure it wasn't something I could correct. And like I said, I got some really good feedback, so I will be working on that. Other things. The Gorgon. And, well, we now have this on 3S power. So we have a Spectrum system in here with a 3660, I think it's a 2200 kV. Yeah, it's a 2200 kV motor. I may switch out the motor for something a little bit faster. The 2200 is working well, and this thing has a god-awful amount of torque. This is the system that came out of the Rift. So I may be swapping the motor out for something a little bit more peppy, but the ESC will probably stay in here. And it has body posts on here that normally, all stay in here. Well, since it's on 3S, it's a little more rowdy than it was, and the body has gotten beat up a bit. I never reinforced this body. I'd run it, dozens of times, just on the regular system, and never had a problem with it. But on 3S, it was jumping higher and farther, and a little bit more rambunctious, let's say. And we took a good tumble and smashed in this whole upper deck area. And so I was like, oh well. And then 4 or 5 minutes later, it took another bad tumble and shattered this whole section here. Well, it has been bodged back together with Gorilla Tape. Probably something I should have done in the first place, knowing that these bodies are a little delicate. But opted for replaceable. So we got this is the Proline, I want to say 56 Chevy pickup. They marketed for the Stampede and the Granite. Now, the wheelbase is a little too narrow, technically. It should have been about 1.5 inches longer. It'll work fine. This is a whole lot tougher body, and hopefully without being so bulbous up here, it'll be a little bit, last a little bit longer. Now we'll reinforce the front and the rear with some Gorilla Tape now that the paint's dry. For the paint, we went with the metallic green from Tamiya and the, I think, PS48, I think. It's the blue-green, the purple-green color shift. So on the roof, you know, it swaps from green to purple. If I'd done it upside down, it would have basically been like the Hulk. So, you know, just something. I smashed the body, and immediately was like, I don't like that, so I needed to buy something new. And I saw a video, somebody else had this body on there, and said, why not? Should look cool. You know, old Fords and Chevys all look great, so, you know, we're rocking that for now. So I've gotten done with the little chimney on the WRO2 chassis. I'm going to get another video done specifically for that, so I don't want to show it to you right now, but I've added a few more things to that, and I think we're finally done with that. I also did start working on the MRC truck. Was planning on stripping the paint. Evidently, you know, 20, 30-year-old paint that's had some... It looks like it's got about 13 coats of it on there. Does not want to come off at all. So I'm really not going to be able to strip the paint on it. That really kind of bummed me out. I really wanted to strip it, get it repainted, get it reinforced so it would look a whole lot better. Now I've got to kind of go in and try to patch paint a little bit. And the white is a really odd white. I thought it was just the Lexan had yellowed, but it's actually like a very off-white. So I need to probably mix up some airbrush paints and custom mix a color that will blend in the best I can with those, and probably the same thing with the red, because I have no idea what color red that is, so I'll have to practice a little bit. But that's still in the works. I'm going to get that wrapped up. I'm going to keep that rolling in the background and try to, you know, do the touch-up paint, and that way I can get everything reinforced. I still have yet to find a body mount for it, so I think we're just going to have to make something up there. I don't know. Let's see, what else? The RC10T is still sitting over in the exact same spot it was a month ago. I still don't know what body color I want to do. I'm tempted just to do the same thing that Greg over at Guru's RC did and just give it the, you know, classic RC10 paint job. That actually turned out really, really well. Now, Greg's was all paint and everything. Mine will be a decal sheet and some camel yellow. But yeah, I still don't know. You know, it would be cool, but I don't know. The ZXR is still sitting down there waiting for me to get back to it. And then, of course, we've got the dozens of others waiting to be built. The Hornet Evo is supposed to be out in a couple weeks. So once that shows up, I'll be jumping on that. And then sometime between there and, you know, February, the Super Suit's supposed to be back out. I've got that on pre-order as well, so we'll see. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I probably babbled on long enough, but yeah, we still got things going, new builds, kind of refurbishings, and still debating on paints. But yeah, you'll see more from Al's coming up soon, and then you'll see the little chimney with the added features on that. And of course, you know, there'll be other things. As soon as I get done building this, I'm going to jump over to probably the top fours. I got the decals in for that the other day. Not going to tell you what's going on with those, but had MCI make up some special decal. I customized some decals on MCI, so we'll be doing a little bit something different on that one. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. Everybody out there, as always, be happy, be healthy, be safe, and I will catch you on the next one. See you guys.